Good day, everyone, and welcome to Slosh Mining. Hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. Today, we're going to cover 4 tips and tricks that every Windows mining server should have. Let's get into it.
The one thing that we need to make sure is that when we have a power failure that the server starts up automatically. I'm running an ASRock Z97 Pro 4 motherboard. The setting in the BIOS that we need to change is that when power is restored, what do you want your server or PC to do? And this is under restore on AC power loss. We need to make sure that the power comes back online automatically. This is very relevant in South Africa, so we're going to set this to power on when power is restored.
Next thing that we need to do is make sure that Windows logs in without typing in a password. We need to select the Windows key and R. That brings up your Run console. Type in netplwiz and that will bring up the user account. You need to make sure that this is unticked. Users must enter a username and password to use this computer, and this allows Windows to log in automatically with a password. Our third tip that we're going to use is that once Windows logs in automatically, we need to make sure that our bat file runs on startup. So we click on Windows key run again, type in shell :startup, and this will bring up your startup folder. All you need to do is copy your shortcut to your mining bat file, and this allows the bat file to run automatically once Windows logs in. So I'm using NB Miner, mining Ethereum, and that's the bat file for NB Miner. So let's test this very quickly. Let's restart this PC. As you can see, Windows logs in automatically. Once Windows logs in, let's see if our bat file starts to run on Windows startup. It seems to be taking a while. And there we go. Our bat file automatically starts up on Windows login. You can see our 6 graphics cards. Busy building the DAG files for each graphics card. It's taking a bit long. We're still building the DAG file. And there we go. So all 6 graphics cards are hashing away. It's still busy tuning up. So we are on 218 megahash at 591 watts. And this is just the power for the graphics cards, not the full system. You still need to add about 100 to 150 watts to that. So on this server we are running a 1000 watt power supply, and if we add the max of 150 watts, we're looking at about 750 watts, which is less than 80% of the 1000 watts, which is good. Last thing that I want to cover is overclocking and undervolting these cards automatically on Windows Startup, and we're using MSI Afterburner. I am using the new version of MSI Afterburner. The one thing that I don't like about this version is that when you want to see the rest of the graphics cards, it actually covers up some of the settings. On the older version, we didn't have that problem, but we did run into an issue on startup. It doesn't apply the overclock and undervolting settings to all the cards in your system. This one does, so I will be using this version, and this version is version 4.6.3, which is the latest version. I will leave the link in the description below for easy access. We've set all the undervolts, the power limits on the right hand side now instead of on top. We've set all the undervolts. We've set all our overclock settings for the core and the memory for all the graphics cards. We then saved all the settings to a profile. What you need to do to save the profile for each of the graphics cards, you click on save at the bottom. You select the number that you want to save it to. Make sure that this Windows setting is selected. This applies your overclocks and undervolts on Windows login. Once that has been set, click on the lock profile and you're ready to go. So these settings are overclocked and undervolted to get 217 megahash per second. On the older version of MSI Afterburner, so every time we had load shedding, my server would run at 197 megahash per second, and the undervolt settings for each graphics card wouldn't be set. And that's the 4 tips and tricks for this video. First tip that we had was to change the BIOS setting to automatically switch on if your server had a power failure. The second tip was to log in automatically to Windows. The third tip was to start your bat file automatically on startup. And this folder is situated in your user folder under app data, which is a hidden folder, under roaming, Microsoft, Windows, start menu, programs, and startup. I will leave the commands in the description below as well, so that you don't struggle to find these folders. And then the fourth tip that I could provide is to use the new version of MSI Afterburner. This allows you to save your settings profile for the graphics cards, to undervolt and overclock these cards to optimal performance, applying the settings to Windows Startup. So that is my Windows server optimized. I will be giving a spot prize to one of our youngest viewers that asked me for assistance with the mining rig. His name is Cheesy, and he is running two graphics cards, a 1060 and 1070, and we assisted with optimal settings for his graphics cards because you're one of my younger viewers as well, and you've shown initiative to start mining at a very young age. So well done to Cheesy. Let me know once you've watched this video. Please message me on Discord and I will send you $20 of crypto. Well done, Cheesy. Please feel free to join us on Discord. I will leave the link in the description below as well. And if you have any issues, please feel free to ask any questions and queries regarding mining. Hope you found this video informative and insightful. Please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video. Ciao for now.